Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Umineko. You would think that Rosa would have told us about this whole Beatrice thing ahead of time, about how she supposedly killed Beatrice. Anyway, it was vividly clear that in their haste they had thought some hint related to the witch's epitaph, or maybe even the gold itself might be resting there.
Demo, 確かに存在すると分かっただけでも収穫よ。お金はかかるだろうけど、例えば航空写真の会社に調査を頼むとか、このお屋敷を建設した業者に当時のことを聞くとか、調べる方法はあるかもしれないわね。そうね。あるかないかも分からないものを探すよりは、まだ方法があるはずよ。その調査は兄弟合同でやるわよ。兄さん一人ではさせないわ。
It wasn't certain that the gold was hidden in that secret mansion, but it seemed that the fireworks between Cross and Eva had already begun. I would like to point out that while it doesn't seem likely that the gold would be there as it would be too easy, this is probably one of the few actual steps they've made any progress towards maybe finding the gold, or like a clue towards it.
兄貴たち、今はよせよ。ローザ、続きを話してくれ。
Go on, Rosa. Don't hold out on me. Blindly, randomly, I kept running, on and on. Suddenly, it felt like I had come across something like an animal trail. I was very tired, and had no idea how far I had walked. So at that time, I naturally took the easiest path to walk on. As I did, suddenly right before my eyes, a very, very tall fence appeared. It was a fence wonderfully adorned in a Gothic style. For an instant I spun around, thinking that I might have returned to the original mansion. Of course there were fences around the mansion to stop us from entering the forest. But this fence was decorated differently and, moreover, it was very tall. It probably reached a full 2 stories. Really? That's less of a fence and more like a maximum security prison. Though, that's probably not too far from the truth. It was covered with ivy and created a mysterious, solemn atmosphere. At the time, I believed the legend of the Witch of the Forest, Beatrice. I had been told that she was frightening, but some of the servants told me that she would sometimes help you if you respected her. Since I had lost my confidence in those days, I believed that the only way I could be saved was by receiving your help. So I thought. I believed that this was the fence of the mansion of Beatrice, the Witch of the Forest. I thought that if I could meet with Beatrice, she would definitely save me. So I thought I would try to go in. But that fence was very, very tall and it didn't look like I could go over it. So I decided to walk around it. Good, smart. I thought that if I did, I would eventually reach a gate. But it wasn't that easy. The fence had a length to match its height, and no matter how far I went, I didn't reach a corner. It probably gave me the impression that it encircled a very massive area. Or maybe it was because my child's legs made it difficult to walk in the forest. Anyway, because I couldn't find a gate for a while, I started to feel sad, as though the witch had rejected me. As I did, I eventually came across the large tree, whose twisted root had bent the fence. It might have gotten my Western-style clothes dirty, but if I crawled, Western-style only, all other clothes are immune to dirt, but if I crawled, it looked like I would be able to sneak in. Security breach, gotcha.
あれが私たちの言う隠し屋敷なのかはわからない。でも少なくとも私たちの知る場所ではなかったわ。
It wasn't as though I came out into a garden as soon as I passed the fence. I had to continue through a lot more uncultivated forest after that. This must have been a massive area that they fenced off then. As I did, the forest suddenly opened up. And what appeared there was an unbelievably fantastical scene. On Rokinjima, where I'd believed no one other than us lived, that there could be such a wonderful mansion hidden somewhere. A beautiful flower garden spanned the front of the mansion. It was a flower garden of a completely different design from the rose garden we know so well, and was very lovely. Of course, the mansion was also wonderful. It was 1 or 2 sizes smaller than our mansion, but it was a very elegant and yet lovely mansion. Then, I saw her figure. I saw her sitting in a garden chair positioned to give a view of the flower garden, wearing an elegant dress. It was that black dress embroidered in gold that we would later know from that portrait. I hadn't seen an elegant dress like that except in fairy tales and on the stage of a musical. That a person would be wearing it as their normal clothes. That in itself seemed quite fantastical. That mysterious scene was enough to make me lose my sense of reality. If someone had told me then that it was a dream, I might have nodded obediently and waited to wake up in my bed. Since in my shock I'd forgotten to hide myself, she eventually noticed me. At first, her expression was quite listless. But when she noticed me, her eyes opened very wide. It was only natural, a guess that she didn't know had suddenly appeared. I lowered my head automatically, planning to greet her and apologize for entering without permission. And then I killed her. Oh. Those were the first words she said to me. I grew slightly calmer, because I realized that we could talk to each other. Because I hadn't been turned into a frog just by meeting her eyes, like the terrifying witch in that fairy tale. I just realized in the background of this, background, you can see the fence like way off in the distance. I was trying to figure out what that was. I was only a little surprised. After all, Father was a great man feared by everyone, and she'd addressed him to him without using honorifics. So she quickly became frightening. After all, if she could have referred to my fearsome father that way, she must have been a witch with incredible power. After staring at me curiously, she beckoned me to come over with her. Frightened as I was, I obeyed. Wow, not even listening. You're not supposed to go to strangers. After all, I thought I might be turned into a frog anyway. And the closer I got, the stronger that fear became. After all, I said it several times already, but that woman in her dress and the flower garden in the mansion, that entire harmony was so fantastical and beautiful that it seemed separate from reality. It surely wouldn't have surprised me even if she was actually a witch. And I was truly lucky. She hadn't turned me into a frog. As I awkwardly stood there, stock still, she motioned to an open chair and urged me to sit down. She almost seems like she's not a crazy person who wants to kill everyone.
他に何の楽しみもないがな。
As she said that, she showed an unhappy smile for just an instant. Because I was full of a strange mix of tension and excitement, I rudely asked her a question suddenly.
森の魔女ベアトリーチェですか？いかにもわらわがベアトリーチェである。
Well, that was rather straightforward.
やはりな、ベアトリーチェは実在したんだ。
その姿はまさに肖像画の。
ええ、まさにあの肖像画の通りよ。
お父さんの想像の中の魔女じゃなかったんやな。
それであなたは彼女と何を話したの？
彼女はお茶を入れながら私のことをいろいろと聞いたわ。まず森を抜けてやってきたことを驚かれた。彼女は柵の外には危険な狼がたくさんいると信じていたみたいだった。だから私が森を抜けてたどり着いたと言ったらとても驚いていたわ。どうやって狼から逃れたのか、ビスケットそれとも魔法の街灯をかぶってなんて感じのことを言ってたっけ。
そりゃ確かに魔女っぽいわな。面白いお人や。
あなた黙って。ずいぶん昔だけどお父様は森には狼が住んでいるから近寄ってはならないって。
I'm sure your father said a lot of
私たちを脅
things.
さなかった？
He was kind of crazy.
そんなこともあったな。バカらしいね。日本の狼はとっくの昔に絶滅しているというのに、まさに子供騙しだな。
記憶にねえな、そんな話。親父に聞かされたっけ？森には魔女だろ？狼なんて話聞いたことないぜ。
あんたがまだ小学校だった頃よ。覚えてない？そしたらあんたむしろ狼を撫でてみたいなんて言い出すもんだから、お父様はすぐに狼の話を引っ込めて魔女の話に切り替えたのよ。もうその嘘っぽいことと言った
ら当時のルドルフには狼よりも魔女の話の方がてきめんだったね。よく覚えているよ。私の背中にしがみついた夜があったことを覚えているかね。
ルドルフさんにもそんな可愛らしい時代があったのね。
うるせえな、子供の頃の話だぜ。
まあとにかくベアトリーチェを閉じ込めていたのがお父さんなら、同じ狼の話をするのは道理ね。彼にとって六軒島の広大な森は後ろ宮家と愛人の屋敷という相入れない二つの異世界を分断する越えてはならない壁だったのだから。
柵の高さを考えるとどうやら親父殿は
Exactly, that's more or less what I said.
さながら二つの世界を分ける国境も同然だったのだろう。
狼はともかく野犬の類でもいたのではありませんか？そのための柵だったかもしれません。六軒島に狼も野犬もいないわ。その柵は兄さんやキリエさんの言うようにベアトリーチェと私たちの間の国境だったんでしょうね。
That's probably pretty true. I
しか
bet.
し狼の話を素直に信じるなんて、なんちゅうかわしの想像していた魔女とは随分違う感じやで。
そうね、それは私も感じたわ。とても尊大で、確かに魔女のイメージ通りの人だったんだけど、どこかとても子供っぽくて、なんていうのか素直すぎるというか、世間知らずな印象を受けたわ。
And she wasn't all about murdering people.
例えるなら本当におとぎの国の人みたいというか、 本当に不思議な人だったわ。
それからどうしたんだ？親父の話とかは出たのか？
ええ、何日かに一度。約束されている日もあれば突然の日もあったそうだけど、ふらりとお父様が訪れては一緒にお茶を飲んだり散歩したりしたんですって。私が訪れたその日はたまたま彼女一人だったと言っていたわ。
なるほどな。まさに愛人といったところだ。
It does look that
や
way.
れやれ、いくつ年下か知らんが、親父殿もやるね。
いかがわしい意味での交流はなかったと確信しています。
バカね。男と女の多さに色気がないはずないじゃない。それでどうしたの？それから何の話を？
私の自己紹介をしたので、逆に彼女のことを質問したわ。そうしたら急に雰囲気が落ち込んでしまったの。なんていうのか、とても気だるそうな、寂しそうな。
That does happen when you get locked inside of a place like that, I'm sure.
初めて彼女の顔を見た時に浮かべていたのと同じ表情だった。
まあ秘密の愛人だからな。好き勝手に歩かれてお袋に見つかっちまったらことだ。きっと軟禁に近い状態だったろう。綺麗なドレスに綺麗な屋敷や庭があってもさぞや窮屈な思いをしてたんだろうぜ。そりゃ苦労もあったろうさ。それで
彼女はきっと何か悩みがあった。それを私に話したところで何の解決にもならない。私もとても悲しかったのを覚えてる。私と一緒にいることさえ忘れてしまったかのようで、遠くをぼんやり見ながらずっと無言。私はきっと失言してしまったに違いないと思ったんだけど、謝罪の言葉すらも口にしていいような雰囲気じゃなくて。だから私も彼女が私と一緒にいることを思い出してくれるまでずっと黙ってた。
When she did, she muttered unexpectedly.
柵の向こうには本当に狼などおらぬのか？
I sure hope not, otherwise they might be coming in through that fence.
狼なんて動物園でも見たことないです。動物園とは何か？ああ、いろんな動物が飼われているところです。象とかキリンとかパンダとか珍しい動物がいっぱいいますよ。動物園に狼はいないのか？なら怖くないかもしれんな。狼がいたとしても動物はみんな檻に入ってますから安全です。だから安心して見学できるんですよ。
Until they break out and then it gets on the news. This person who might have been a witch was for some reason scared of and didn't like wolves. I remember it looked pretty comical.
それはわらわとどう違うの？
She didn't know about zoos. I explained how fun zoos could be, but it was very difficult for a person like her, who had never been to one, to understand. Quite the opposite. As I explained it to her, her expression grew increasingly dismal. She couldn't see the difference. It seemed that even though she lived in an elegant mansion that didn't seem inconvenient at first glance surrounded by a high fence, she couldn't see how she was different from the animals shut up in cages.
わらわは何者なのか。皆はわらわのことをベアトリーチェと呼ぶ。それは確かにそなたの言うように偉大な魔女の名前らしい。しかしそれはわらわではないのだ。わらわには魔法など何も使えぬ。わらわはその魔女の魂をこの
闇に封じられているだけなのだ。
There was definitely something odd about her. It wasn't just that she was somehow cut off from the world, but it seemed that she truly believed magic exists. I think she talked about various weird things, but I don't remember the details. All I thought was, this might be pitiful, this might be a pitiful person. She was unable to leave this mansion of her own will, a prisoner without even realizing it. And she didn't know anything about the outside world, didn't even understand who she was. She probably vaguely understood herself that she was pitiful. But since she didn't know anything, it seemed that she couldn't realize that this wasn't happiness. Long ago when I told Nissan that I felt sorry for a bird in a cage, she said this: "A bird that knows only about the inside of the cage doesn't long for the outside." But she wasn't a bird. She really was a person. Even if she'd never been outside the cage, she understood that it wasn't the whole world. So, I invited her.
柵の外へ出てみますか？
本当に狼はいないのか？
It's gonna be really embarrassing if a wild wolf happens to stumble along.
いないですよ。絶対平気ですから。
出たいぞ。だが、いつも門は閉まっている。
私が入ってきたところがあります。くぐり抜けられる隙間があるんです。
そこを抜ければ外の世界があるのか？
はい。
狼は本当にいない？
はい、いませんよ。
Look out for the demon goats. They run wild on the island. I'd only planned to invite her for a short walk, but she kept looking over her shoulder at the mansion, as though she were seriously unable to decide. Then I learned what she was preparing herself for.
外へ出たい。そしてわらわが何者で、この世界はどうなっていて、わらわは何のために生まれてきたのかを知りたい。
I didn't know what her life had been like until then. It was probably something that she couldn't express easily. If it was harsh, she just had to say that she wanted to escape. If it was sweet, she just had to say she would stay. For example, was it something like how a hot fireplace on a winter day makes the air get thicker and thicker, giving you a headache? Even though you know you shouldn't keep things the way they are, you still need the courage to open the window and be tormented by the cold wind. She was starting to realize that she couldn't stay there forever. She was starting to realize that she had to go outside sometime. But since she didn't know about the outside world, she must have needed the courage to take that unspeakable first step outside. And she had therefore resolved herself. She put that resolution to go outside into words. That resolution which she had surely been born with. I was slightly bewildered. It had been decided that she would live here by father. It was as if she were father's beloved bird in a cage. If I just let her escape, wouldn't I be harshly scolded by father?
見たい。
え？何を？
動物園が見たいのだ。
I was just a little surprised when she finally showed me a very soft smile. Could that have been a farsightedness caused by her determination to venture out from her cage? That soft smile, which I wouldn't have imagined could have come out of that dark face.
そなたと話すと知らないことばかり出てくる。わらわは学校なるものもわからぬし、動物園も知らぬ、映画館も知らぬ、遊園地も知らぬ。そしてそれを知りたいと心の底から思う。そなたはわらわをそこへ連れて行ってくれるのか？
I was nervous about how I would do it and keep it a secret from Father. But her face looked so happy, so I went along with her and nodded. But it seemed that the meaning behind my vague expression was not communicated to her. It seemed that she believed that I would really take her to all of those places. She was pure and genuine. She had probably never been tricked by anybody. No, maybe it should be said that she hadn't been taught how to doubt. Her face was somewhat radiant and yet pathetic. I wanted to somehow grant her modest wish.
わらわはもうベアトリーチェは嫌だ。わらわが何者なのか、ベアトリーチェではない新しい人間を始めたい。だからここから連れ出してほしい。もう紅茶もいらぬ、ドレスもいらぬ、金蔵とも二度と会わぬ。ここよりわらわを連れ出してくれ、ローザ。
However, that responsibility was one that a child such as me couldn't possibly bear fully. But her serious gaze and her brilliant smile, almost as though an evil spirit had fallen away, made me feel a little courage start to rise up inside myself. This was definitely something that would get me in a lot of trouble. But it was definitely the right thing to do. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'll take her out. Of course, I won't be able to talk to Father and not Mother either. Should I talk to Oni-sama or One-sama? No, what about that reliable Genji-san? That's right, what about Kumasawa-san, who I can always talk to when I'm in trouble? I'm sure they'll be able to do something. Anyway, for now, I'll take her out of here. This is already a place where she didn't wish to be. Then I took her to the crack in the fence and let her outside. She was all nervous, checking to make sure there were no wolves around. But after that fear disappeared, even just walking around this dense forest seemed to be fun somehow. Every time she found something, she would ask me about it. And they were always really meager things. What's that flower? What's that leaf? And that sound? And that smell. It was really like the inside of that fence had been her entire world. Therefore, she found the world on the outside strange. In the beginning, when I first saw her, I had thought that she was actually a witch relaxing by a witch's mansion. But now it was different. Or actually the complete opposite. She had gone out of a world that she had believed to be finite, and was full of joy at realizing for the first time that the world was endless. So everything she saw was new. It was almost as though she was the one who had been thrown into a fairy tale. If she was Alice, then I felt almost like a rabbit holding a watch. To her, it was probably a really fun walk, filled to the brim with excitement. But I was truly lost. After all, I had walked randomly to get here. So there was no way I could have known the way back to the mansion. There were no lights in the forest, and I hadn't brought a flashlight. I realized that it would be terrible if it got dark while we were still like this, and grew impatient. She was too innocent, and apparently she couldn't understand at all how frightening it would be to face the night inside the forest. But I was the one who had brought her outside. Somehow, I had responsibility and had to resolve the situation. So I thought, let's go out to the sea for now. If then we follow the beach around, eventually we should definitely return to the mansion. Probably. However, that was much more of a problem than I had imagined. I didn't have a map or a compass. There was no way I could walk in a straight line through an uncultivated forest, and I had immediately lost my sense of direction. I already had no clue which trail I had come by, and was completely lost. At this rate, without even knowing where to walk, night would definitely fall. But there was no reason to complain, because that woman following me was so innocent and having so much fun. Therefore, I definitely had to guide the way through this forest. For her smile as well. Gritting my teeth so I didn't show her a troubled face, I pushed my way through the forest, advancing down the path that wasn't a path. And we made it. Then I had various troubles, but fortunately I was able to reach the sea. At that time, I still didn't even have a clue where I was on the island. But for the time being, I was just a little reassured, realizing that if I just went around this way, I would surely be able to return to the mansion. However, although I said that I reached the sea, we were on top of a rock cliff. The beach was far below us. I was tired from walking around the forest for so long, so I thought that even though it was a rocky beach, an open area would probably be much easier to walk in. So I planned to somehow go down the rocky cliff. It looked pretty dangerous, but I thought that there was no other way. However, Beatrice agreed with my plan without any doubts, even though she was probably older than me. She meekly obeyed me, almost as though she were some kind of chick who believed I was a mother bird. I searched to see if there wasn't some place where I could go down the cliff. Then I found a place where the cliff had fallen over and made a slope. It looked a little dangerous, and it probably is dangerous, but if I went down on both hands and both legs, like I was crawling, I thought it would probably be okay.
ここを降りましょう。気をつけないと危ないけど。とにかく海岸に降りて、あとは沿って歩けば、もう迷わずに済むと思うの。うん。ローザがそうするのならそうしようぞ。わらわは迷うとやらも楽しいぞ。とても愉快だ。
She really had no sense of danger. There was probably no mistake that she had lived a life without discomfort. Even though she knew it would get dark when night fell, she couldn't imagine how dangerous the inside of a forest could be without a light. Furthermore, it seemed that she couldn't grasp at all how dangerous it might be if she fell from the cliff. I warned her once more to be careful. I cautiously examined the place where we could go down. It looked pretty high up. I think it might have been about 10 meters down. If you looked at it from the bottom up, it would probably have looked shorter than the roof of the mansion. But looking from the top, it felt almost like staring down from the observation room on Tokyo Tower. But Beatrice still appeared to be completely without fear. It felt as though she'd never even been taught that high places were dangerous. No. Maybe she believed that she was a witch, and that she could fly, so there wasn't anything dangerous.
気をつけてくださいね。結構高いから。気をつけるぞ。下へ降りたら海があるな。そこに水族館があるのか。
Yeah, how did you know?
この島には水族館はないですよ。
We built an aquarium on this island.
でも海にはたくさんの魚がいると思います。そうか、魚はいるのか。そなたが話してくれたクジラとかイルカとかペンギンとかはいるのか。いえ、そういうのは水族館に行かないといないです。水族館は島を出ないとないですよ。そうなのか。だが楽しみだ。クジラとはどんな魚なのか。すっごく大きな魚で、あれ、哺乳類かな。
Good job, Rosa.
それで潮を吹いたりします。おお、ならばイルカは頭のいい魚で、あれ、これも哺乳類だっけ。
You don't even know, Rosa.
とても頭が良くて芸とかを覚えられるんですよ。ならばペンギンはどうなのか。
They have tuxedos.
あれ、これは鳥類だっけ。なんだ、水族館なのにさっきから魚が出てこんぞ。まあその魚だけでなく いろいろな海の生き物がいっぱいいるんですよ。ほほー、それはとても楽しみだ。
She tried to ask me. She spoke in a funny, rushed, and short voice. No, it was probably a scream. That voice rose suddenly. Her body separated from the cliff and gently fell down. I immediately wanted to say something to her. Don't fall. I wanted to say, didn't I tell you to please be careful? It was the thought of a child. It was how a child immediately gets mad when something happens, trying to find an excuse to show that they are not at fault. Of course, I also spoke. Are you alright? Didn't I warn you so strongly? Wow. You killed her alright, didn't you? Oh, she died. She dead. Alright, I think that might be near the end, I'm not sure, but we're gonna stop here. Good job, Rosa. You really did kill Beatrice. And now she's coming back to haunt you with demon goats. So that's all your fault. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!